What's up, y'all? Let's get straight into it. Well, I feel like I wasted $15 getting a new subscription to Netflix. And after I watched that fight, after the eighth round, I'm talking about, of course, like in the title, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, I immediately cut the TV off. In my personal opinion, that was one of the biggest scams of 2024. We already know that Netflix subscriptions are down, okay? We already know that Jake Paul is not ranked as a professional boxer. He has not gone through the ranks of amateur, then pro, and fighting the top tier in the boxing arena. We know that. And we know that Mike Tyson, of course, is 58 years old and out of his boxing prime. We know all this. If you don't believe this shit show was staged, was a scam, and they already knew the winner of the outcome, let's take a look at a few things. Here's my proof. First thing, Mike Tyson's conditioning. If you saw him fight, you would think that he hadn't worked out, he wasn't prepared for the fight, and he just had old legs under him. But if you do a little research and check out the training Mike Tyson did before this fight, you would know that performance he gave last night was some bullshit. Preparing for this fight, he was in tip-top condition, regardless of his age. His speed was there. He had legs under him. But when he gets to the fight, he's gassed after the third round. Completely gassed. No legs. Biting on his gloves. It was bullshit. And give you an example, let you know that he was not out of it like was portrayed. Look how fast Mike Tyson was when he slapped the shit out of Jake Paul during the weigh-in. Do you see how quick Mike moved in and slid back out? And then you tell me this. As slow as Mike Tyson was last night, why in the hell didn't Jake Paul knock him the fuck out? It was many openings for him to get Mike Tyson out of there. And you mean to tell me a trained boxer like Mike Tyson can figure out how to get up under Jake Paul and deliver one of those devastating uppercuts he's known for? It's bullshit, y'all. I told y'all, you're gonna start seeing some things. Well, too late for that now, we already here. You're gonna see some things in 2024 you thought you would never see before. Before your own eyes, you saw that boxing is rigged, in my personal opinion, from what I saw. You're not gonna make me believe what I saw last night was an actual boxing match. It had to be agreement before they fought. I'm not gonna knock you out, you're not gonna knock me out, and we're gonna go to the distance. And at the end of the night, you're gonna raise your gloves. It's gonna put you closer to being the selected heavyweight champion they want. Reason I say the system wants that right now, Netflix numbers are down, they got paid. DraftKings, they got paid. Because anybody betted that the fight was going to end in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round, they lost money. And I guarantee you, the majority of people who betted did not take that fight to the distance. So DraftKings got paid. And also, it was an awesome marketing campaign for Jake Paul to elevate him to a position I don't think he's qualified for. He has not gone through the ranks of boxing from amateur to pro to fight some of the top tier guys in the boxing game right now. Tell me I'm wrong on that. That shit was staged. We have to see the games that the devil was playing with us, playing with our minds. And I got this to ask y'all too. Why is it always us that has to denigrate ourselves, go through some type of humiliation ritual just to get paid? Our money It's not good money. Why did Mike Tyson have to go through this? Our champ. He has to be humiliated for Jake Paul to rise. Do you see the God in that? I don't. This is what happens when you take your God-given talents and your purposes and use them for money. You're gonna look stupid at the end, regardless of how much money you make. Was it worth the money Mike Tyson made off this fight to damage his legacy like that? Because that definitely damages his legacy. I do hope Mike is all right after that fight. I don't find any reason that he wouldn't be physically, but I'm talking about mentally and spiritually, what he went through last night. And a lot of people ain't gonna see it, a lot of people ain't gonna understand it. But as you can tell, with me returning to the Black P.O.E, I'm on a whole different level. As you know over here, this channel is about empowerment of the black community because we're going through some things right now. We've been going through some things for a while, and we don't get it together. We're gonna continue to go through things in the future. The black product of empowerment. This over here is about the social, economic, and spiritual awareness we must have to elevate ourselves. Regardless of what you want to say or how you feel about it, Mike represents us. That was the example of what we can learn from that and the solution we can come to in our lives. Make sure you put God first in everything you do. Make sure you do not use the talent and the purpose God gave you strictly for money. Make sure you don't damage your reputation and the purpose God has given you for a dollar bill. Don't chase money. Keep God first, and you won't ever have to worry about participating in a humiliation ritual just for some money. That was disgusting last night. Just my personal opinion. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. One team.